extraterrestrial. Dude, I've had so many freaking dreams about extraterrestrials. I don't know if it's because I've always been fascinated by them, but who's not? But I would always have dreams about them. I remember one in particular. We were in this freaking like a farmland house or whatever. It was on a couple acres of land, and there's a typical like picket fence with the grass and like almost like. Have you ever seen Signs, the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen that.
Mel Gibson, right? Is it? No, that ain't Mel Gibson.
No.
That's Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Swing Away. Yeah, Joaquin. Okay. Side the point. It was that kind of setting, right? And I remember just the freaking ship came down and it was like hovering. I don't remember what the ship looked like. And then the typical beam of light. But the dude freaking brought me up. I hovered up into the spaceship. And then I was in a lobby, a waiting room, freaking waiting to like an alien came out, like a tall figure came out and he talked to me and he said, "Wait here. They'll see you in a minute. They're going to tell you everything that you need to know." And I remember just sitting in the waiting room. I was like, this is weird. And then I woke up from the dream. But somebody was like, I interpreted it as like somebody was trying to like tell me something. Like they're trying to communicate with me, dude. Like, because I was like, he had all the answers. And I was like so convinced, like, they're going to tell me something, you know?
Do you remember what you were doing the day before? Or
Nah.
Like, no? Like, there was a dream to where I had to where went into an airplane too from my bedroom. But I was a teenager already, and this was in another house. But I remember like I was probably 13 years old, and my chest was real swollen, you know, like the growing pains and stuff. So I was like, my nipples were hurting, everything was hurting, and so in my dream, I was there was these people like in these suits, but they were like American doctors or military doctors or whatever. And then they were working on my chest, and they were like, okay. And they're like developing and stuff. So growing up, I actually being chunky had a chest. So I always had a fucking self-conscience that fucking like the military put fucking implants in my fucking chest to make me. So, you know, but just being chunky is just it's all natural. And then one time I was dating somebody, they're like, damn, they feel like they're exactly real because I lost hella weight.
Uh-huh.
And no matter if I lose weight or not, that my chest is still there because I need to do those.
Yeah, you could fix it.
You fix it by doing those weights and muscling it up. But I was like, that's fucked up. I was like, I'm not going to talk to you no more, you fucker. Don't say something like that, stupid.
I don't know. I don't want to like.
I was like, that's fucked up. No, but it's because my chunkiness. It could be worked down.
Wait, so how did this start? You was talking about a dream.
Yeah.
Oh, because you had implants.
Yeah,
So that was the
whole
dream.
So that it gave me a self-conscience in my life that like, fuck, you know, like.
I've always been fascinated by dreams, dude. Like, because I've always had the craziest freaking dreams. Like, I remember I had a dream that I was a piece of paper floating in the ocean one time. I was nothing. I didn't exist. I was just a piece of paper floating in the ocean, which doesn't make sense because that probably would have dissolved, right? Or
but you know, it's the same thing if you think about it. Because in life, I mean, how?
Oh my god!
What
dude,
do we do to exist after this? Like we're just gonna dissolve.
It terrifies. I've been thinking about it. I've always thought about it, but lately it's been terrifying me more and more and more. Like the thought of nothingness. Like, cause okay, think about it. Like, okay, we have this whole existence is gonna be gone one day. It's all temporary. This is all temporary, and when you die, either there is a heaven or there's not, or there's a hell or there's not. I don't know. Nobody knows. We're never gonna know. That's impossible to find out. You know, at least now.
At least right now.
At least now. But if it's not that, just think of like before the universe was created or anything, or if there ever was a before, there was a complete nothingness. Like, okay, like.
But then how could there really be nothing?
I don't understand.
You know?
But,
yeah, if you really think about it.
But what trips me out is okay, so after we die, it's going to be eternity of nothingness, no consciousness, complete blackness. You don't exist forever and ever 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 and ever, and that shit freaks me out, dude. Like, it just blows my freaking mind.
You know, and it makes sense because, well,
terrifies me.
You know what though? Anything is possible, right? You agree? Anything in life is possible.
But even if you come back though, you're not gonna be you. You're not gonna this life
or
that I
you
live.
Might
and
not
what
remember, or
and you know, it's because familiarity, like familiar faces. That's where you That's where your ego attaches to, and that's where you find your peace and your home. You know, like familiar faces.
Yeah. And
You
I
know,
think like a lot of people,
context.
not even people with mental health or mental illness, just even anybody probably. I used to sit and think like, how could we be the only ones here?
There's no way.
You know, how can we be the only ones in this whole wide universe? And how far does this universe go? Where is the end? And what's beyond that end? What is the end of our life? Because we really, truly don't know. But there is a possibility. Just like there's a possibility that there could be a major earthquake. There was one in another country the other day. Just like there was always a possibility that there was going to be a major pandemic. That's happening now.
Well, they're saying that if the theory proves correct that there's parallel universes, what will happen or what can happen will happen. So like basically there's a number of combinations that, you know, of situations and scenarios that can happen. And according to parallel universes, each one of those scenarios is happening at the same exact time that this is happening, just in a different universe, you know?
Yeah.
Like you, where this same exact podcast is going on in another universe, except you don't have those glasses on. And then there's another one where the same exact podcast is going on. You don't have the glasses on, but your shirt is green.
And maybe
And then
I
just
have
every single
muscles.
possible, that's another parallel universe that would happen. There would be another one where I'm taller than you.
Where in the fuck is the rich one, man? How come it couldn't be in this fucking universe right here?
Well, it's
Where's
in
the rich one with money?
It's in
and
another
got
one.
The fucking nice ass ride.
It's in a different one.
I don't want to be famous. I could give a fuck about.
No,
being
but you are.
famous.
According to the parallel universes, you are famous in another universe. It's a parallel universe. You're you. But
wouldn't that be some shit though? Like if like right now that we're awake, we're here, right? But then when
I don't even know if this is real.
When we go to sleep, we actually are like this, remembering everything, talking like this, and we're actually in that other parallel universe. But then we wake up when we go to bed over there, and we're like this, but we don't remember that place. We might remember it through deja vu or whatever. I mean, it's possible. I mean,
who knows when you go to sleep what happens, dude? You're sedated. You don't know. Like who even knows? I remember I used to have thoughts or like thinking to myself like, what if all this that I'm experiencing right now, like my whole life, my whole 30 years of existence, is just like a fraction of what's really going on. And then I always have this scenario that happens, that plays out. So these 30 years, right? Everything that I've experienced, I always have this weird idea that what if out of nowhere I just hear whatever my name might be, say Ruben, whatever, like
Pancho.
and I just hear from a distance, Ruben, wake up. Ruben, wake up. Wake up. And then everything
up,
that I
asshole.
know from this world freaking and fades, and I wake up really in a hospital bed or something like. And they wake up and they tell me like, dude, you made it. Like you were in a coma for the last 46 years, and you wake up and you're freaking mind boggled. And you don't know who you are. Like you wake up, you have
But
no
you
memories.
remember all this shit, right?
But I remember this.
Yo, hey, where's Victor there? Who
And
the fuck is
then
Victor?
like I'm attached to like, oh shit, like I'm used to being this person that I am now, and the person that they pulled me out of the coma as
It's
doesn't
different.
exist anymore. And I gotta go like, you ever have that? Like maybe this isn't
Yeah.
real, and then like you're like really, you already died. This is like something else, and you're really not any.
I used to think that. Like I think I'm really dead. Like it started a lot in.
But that was because of your schizophrenia, right?
Yeah.
But you understand how it feels to really think that.
Yeah. And
So
that's
you
what it
you know.
is. Yeah. It felt like I was really, really dead. And I was like, well, I'm dead anyways.
How are you supposed to freaking know though? I mean, just because I can feel this pinch doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything. But you know what? The thing is, that's why you gotta fucking focus on what you want.
I was
to
gonna
do.
say that's the point, is cherish everything right now, because
Yeah,
it's not.
and focus on what you want.
It is
Your
100%,
dreams.
no questions, temporary. This is
It
all
is.
temporary.
And we're not taking none of this bullshit with us. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing's going with us.
I'm gonna
And-
throw my phone because
no, but really think about it. What are you taking with you? Nothing. Not even your last breath you're taking with you.
maybe if you're lucky, your soul, if that even is real.
If it's real, I hope it is.
Honestly, dude, I pray.